While EM's companies make $8 million a day off of the contracts they have with the United States government, the world's hungry are going without critical aid they depend on, such as $500 million in food, which sits at ports, in transit, and in warehouses at risk of spoilage, unanticipated storage needs, and diversion, the February 10th USAID Inspector General report said following the agency's shuttering. Additionally, 500,000 metric tons of staples like wheat, soybeans, and split peas are currently on ships or waiting to be shipped to countries in need around the globe. Until the current coup, the United States spent billions of dollars annually on food aid to help food insecure countries. This aid helped prevent humanitarian crises and supported U.S. agriculture. Countries in Africa, Asia, Latin America, the Middle East, and Eastern Europe all benefited from this aid. In 2023, Ukraine received over $16 billion in aid from USAID to help the population through Russia's invasion. This week, ahead of the VP's trip to meet with President Zelensky of Ukraine, DJT suggested that Ukraine, quote, may be Russian someday. Later, when taking a call with Poo Poo, DJT seemed to concede major negotiating points like a NATO membership and territory already occupied by Russian forces before even entering negotiations with Russia on behalf of Ukraine's interests. DJT has suggested that for any future military aid to go to Ukraine, they would first be forced into a trade agreement with the United States. Like Canada and Greenland, Ukraine contains rare earth and essential minerals, and DJT and EM have their eyes locked in on them. On Monday, DJT stated, we are going to have all this money in there, and I say I want it back. And I told them that I want the equivalent of like 500 billion worth of rare earth. They have essentially agreed to that, so at least we don't look stupid. Ukraine has an estimated 500,000 metric tons of lithium and other minerals essential to modern tech. Each Tesla Model S long-range battery contains around 772 pounds of lithium. Currently, the Russian military has overtaken Ukrainian lands containing only 20% of the country's mineral wealth, which alone is worth hundreds of billions of dollars. While there appear to be multiple motivations for the shuttering of U.S. aid, including silencing their efforts to maintain fair elections and democracy around the globe, the massive impacts on war-torn Ukraine should be considered, especially given DJT's willingness to leverage aid over Ukraine's head to gain access to their country's essential mineral reserves. Much like what DJT's administration seems to be attempting here at home, they will continue to squeeze Ukraine dry while simultaneously backing them into a corner for Poo Poo, who regains his position of amplified power in the world, sitting in the ear of the President of the United States. If you feel like this information is important, please share, as my reach on this app has been greatly diminished as of lately. And also remember to follow me on my other platforms where I have a little bit more freedom to openly talk.